The reality of marketing is change. Change in technology, change in how we operate, and change in how we communicate. Now more than ever, it's critical for public and not-for-profit sector marketers and communicators to stay on top of this change. Marcom Professional Development's annual forum is all about dealing with change through strategy. Everything starts with a living, breathing plan. Marcom is about enhancing our approach to this rapidly transforming landscape. At this year's forum, we're welcoming experts from around the world to share their insights and offer strategic tips and tools for joining the revolution in public sector and not-for-profit marketing.
I spend most of my days with program people, with people who are delivering services. I don't get to talk to a lot of marketers, and my team's pretty much in the same boat. This gives us a chance to come out and talk to people who are doing what we're doing, but in different situations. We get to talk about what we've done, to share best practices, lessons learned, and also to show off some of the things that we've done that we're particularly proud of.
I think one of the greatest benefits from last year's forum was meeting people not only from the local community but from around the country and having great discussions about the public sector, private sector, non-profit sector, and finding out how much we had in common and staying connected after the conference was over.
Professionals working in communications within the federal context often have to go to fora that have a connection to the private sector. Marcom, on the other hand, feels like an opportunity that's been designed for us.
The world has changed, and one of the things that I look to learn is to keep changing with the environment so that I'm learning what the new techniques and tactics are.
One of the really enjoyable networking experiences from last year was a roundtable session I had with Neil Mann about Twitter, and there was about a dozen of us crowded around the table, and I walked away from that saying, you know, I'm going to go, starting tomorrow, I'm going to look at this differently and really just start conversing with people, and it's really changed my whole interaction with that tool.
What I'm going to be talking about at Marcom 2011 is how you create a marketing organization. I started with a bunch of communicators, all ISs, and I'm going to talk about the process that we went through to turn them into marketers and how we created a marketing culture at Service Canada.
I think one of my key messages during the presentation will be that it's critical for associations and nonprofits to take a look at their overall marketing communication strategy and see what role social media is playing in that. A lot of times it's seen as an aside or something extra when really it's at the core of what you're doing, and I want to help people understand how that can be mission related and really help drive everything that you're doing.
Now more than ever, it's really important to be armed with a good plan that starts with strategy. You really need to have the plan that gives you the details about the audience you're trying to reach, what you're trying to do, and what the best way is to do it, and finally how you're going to know if you've been successful.
I think my work's really rewarding because I'm involved in creating change, and it's a chance to be creative and innovative, and it's a chance to help people. But I think what's interesting, and you'll discover this at Marcom, when you meet different people from different sectors, you're all involved in that. It doesn't matter if you're a nonprofit or public sector or private sector. And as marketing professionals, we're on the cutting edge of that change, because if the message doesn't get out properly with the right tools at the right time, it's not going to work.
As the manager for marketing, I'm actually establishing the marketing team and the marketing approach for the department. So the conference provided a number of things. First off, for a number of the younger members of my team, it gave them initial insight into the marketing field through the workshops and the various seminars that were being held. It gave some of the more seasoned members of our team an opportunity to keep our skills up to date, and I think that's incredibly important. We'll be there again this year in full force.
Marketing and communications will always be changing, but expanding your network is still paramount, and face-to-face interactions more valuable than ever. Marcom presents government, association, and nonprofit marketers with an exceptional opportunity to put our heads together, get inspired, and begin to shape new strategies for achieving real, measurable results. Thanks for watching. Join us June 1st and 2nd at the Ottawa Convention Centre.